morning, fans and teams and drivers and everybody out there in Raceland. Coming up this week.
Your mic's muted.
I thought you turned it on.
No, I handed it to you muted.
All right, let me hear something like a test.
Good morning. Good morning.
I can hear you. All right, so we're going to start this over. We got another little glitch going on here in Andy's little media world. He's always digging and trying to get it figured out. He's got key point media helping him here today, so hopefully we can get through this with not any computer or camera problems. So, anyways, good morning. I'm Anthony, and this is Andy Marquise. We're here at New River All-American Speedway, and we just want to talk a little bit about the upcoming races and what's going on this weekend. So Saturday, obviously May 13th, we got late models. Twin late models are going to be on site for this weekend. We got twin Chargers. We also got the Bombers. The Bomber class is getting big, and we really appreciate the Bomber division. You know, they're all NASCAR sanctioned divisions. We have 5 of them here, and they're all doing a great job and doing exactly what they're supposed to be and bringing all their friends and family, so we appreciate that. We got the Champ Carts coming back. We're going to talk a little bit about Champ Carts and some stuff that's been going around here with the Champ Carts that I want to get clarified and make sure everybody understands what happens and what the rules and regulations and prototype calls are for Champ Carts and some other divisions here at New River All-American Speedway. We got U-Cars coming up on the roster also this weekend, so that'll be good. I think we've been watching the weather a little bit, and I think we're going to have pretty good weather this day, so that's awesome. I'm here with Andy, and he's going to be bringing up some information for you guys too. So, Andy, what you got?
So obviously, big weekend of racing ahead here this Saturday night, and the weather's going to be great. It's going to rain on Sunday, but we race on Saturday. Spring Thunder, that's the name of the event this weekend. But we got a busy few weeks coming up as well. We're looking to the looking ahead as well. Memorial Day weekend, we've got racing. And then right after a Saturday night race, Memorial Day weekend, we turn right around and run. We've got races coming up this summer on a Friday night and on a Monday night. So that's going to be very exciting as well. And as we look ahead, of course, Carolina Pro Late Models, I know you're really looking forward to that race. And what we see with that series last year was a hell of a race between Mason Maggio and Josh Lauder. They were side by side for 40 laps for the win, and I expect another good one. If the Cars Pro Late Model Tour races have been any indication of what we're going to see, should be an absolute barn burner.
Yeah, we're looking real forward. We're real appreciative that Keith Graham and his wife Wendy, they put together that show, and so we're looking for a pretty good car count. Last year, like Andy said, we had a really good race. I mean, they raced side by side for a long time, and that's a type of racing that New River All-American Speedway produces. You know, we're real wide. We're 12 degrees in the corner. We're we got plenty of room, and it's a fast track, and we really put a lot of pride, blood, sweat, and tears into this track. So we're here for the racers, the fans, the teams. We want to just everybody to know how hard that we're working out here for that. And we're really excited to be racing on Friday night. Friday night's going to be a little different out of our ordinary, you know, with everybody getting to working and planning. So I want everybody to put this on their calendar. That's Friday, June 2nd for the Carolina Pro Late Model Division and the Modifieds. I feel it's going to be a big $20,000 parts here. Let me shut my phone off real quick. The phone never stops ringing, so we're working constantly. So, but the modifieds are going to be here. Carolina Pro late models, planning on having a good car count. So, and then later on through the year, I think we got another race on a Monday. Where's that Monday race at? Here July 3rd. We're actually racing on a Monday, so you guys scratch that in on your calendar also. We'll have more information on that coming out shortly about all that stuff there. So other than that, Andy, what else you got on your list there to talk about? We got a bunch of sponsors we need to thank and stuff like that, so we'll get right to that.
Yeah. Looking ahead to this week, and we actually have Tyler Matthews has been out here this morning. They're getting ready to go back and work on the car he's been testing. So looking forward to having Tyler back at the track first time this season. Gerald Benton, you could check out our Facebook page and our website, newriverspeedway.com, for those who are watching on YouTube. We just put something out about Gerald Benton, one of our regulars. He's been a regular out here. Something we try to do before each race is put an article together about one of our drivers. And of course, and one of the things too, after the races, we do have the results and everything that goes up as well. And for our racers, when those results go up on Tuesday at 12 o'clock, at lunchtime at 12 o'clock, those officials are locked. Those results are locked. They're official. They are official by NASCAR, and at that point, it is in NASCAR's hands. So if you need to dispute the results of a race, if you look at the results on the Facebook page, or you think something wasn't scored right, you've got to take that up with the track official Saturday night, or you see it on Facebook Sunday and Monday. Hey, that's not right. It needs to be taken up then so that it can be looked at and corrected by Tuesday, or at least us let NASCAR know we've got something we've got to look at before we put the results up. Because once 12 o'clock on Tuesday comes, it is out of our hands. At that moment, it's out of our hands, and NASCAR has the results, and it's there's really not much we can do to correct them at that point. So we want to note that out there real quick, that we've had the 5 or 6 different times now, we've had drivers on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday after a race say, look, man, my results aren't right. You've got to take that up with the track, with Tanya and Anthony or myself. You've got to take that up, or Charles down in Tech, or Jack, or somebody. You've got to take that up before Tuesday. Otherwise, it's going to stand. Yeah,
that's absolutely right. So if there's any discrepancies, or you think you might have finished ahead of somebody else, sometimes they're pretty tight, close racings, and it could be a little difficult to determine. So, but if anybody feels, any team, any crew chief, drivers feel like they might have been scored wrong or out of place, please, as soon as you can know that, let us know. One of the officials here on Monday, because like Andy said, at Tuesday at 12 o'clock, this after our official meeting, all that information goes to NASCAR and their points and all that stuff is recorded through NASCAR. And we want to make sure that everybody's getting it done right and is in the right spot, and just be as professional as possible. So just remember, anything that you got, if you think you're out of place, please contact us at River All-American Speedway at the office. Call Tanya or Charles, the tech man, or Andy, like you said, and we can get that resolved just as soon as possible. So just really want to press point on that. I want to kind of change the subject here just a little bit. I want to talk about the Champ Karts. So the Champ Karts is a great division out here. The Champ Karts, they are our 5th division, NASCAR sanctioned division. It's the only time in anywhere I've ever known that Champ Karts were a NASCAR sanctioned division. So we're happy to provide that and give them drivers and teams the opportunity to do that. There's a lot of insurance. There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of stuff that goes on to making sure that division is treated fair. One of the biggest things that I've been having out here at New River All-American Speedway is, for me, safety is first. Safety has got to be thought of first and more than anything else. We love to see good close racing, tight racing, fast racing, but if you're not safe and your vehicle and your race vehicle is not up to where it needs to be, and you don't get a River All-American Speedway safety inspection sticker to put on your race car or champ cart, then you need to go through tech and get that taken care of. I got 4 people down there in tech. They do a great job. We really, our integrity in our tech barn is high. The level is very high, and that's what I want to get the point across. So my point is, talking about the champ carts, is I mandate a window net rule here at New River All-American Speedway. That window net rule will not be removed. That window net rule will not be taken away or taken off the rule book, because that is not going to happen. As most of you know, we put out a video of our last race with the NASCAR Champ Carts division here at New River All-American Speedway. There was a pretty good incident that happened on the backstretch, and you can see in that video where one of the drivers' head could have smashed the asphalt pretty good if it was not for the window net. The other driver that had the onboard video that we have the opportunity to use, we appreciate that also, so thank you for that. And you can see where if that window net was not installed on his champ cart, that his head and helmet would have smacked the wall up against the backstretch. So just so everybody knows, the window nets are staying. You guys, it's your responsibility to come up with the hardware to fasten that properly to make sure it's safe and it stays in where it needs to be. If you need to adjust your seat, if you need to move whatever it takes to get your body in there and your head and your neck restraints and everything in a comfortable, safe position, then it's up to the teams and crew to make sure that's properly fastened and installed. So just for your carters out there knowing, the window net's not coming down. It's about safety first here at New River All-American Speedway. And I think, Andy, you might have a little something you want to touch on with that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the video told the story there. And, I mean, you look at some of the incidents we've had. I mean, the Bandoleros are built they're sturdy cars. But the Champ Carts, there's inherently more of a danger with them at these bigger tracks. These carts, you know, this is like Daytona for these guys. This isn't a small 8th-mile track, 1/8, 1/10 mile track where you're only going about 20, 30 miles an hour. So, you know, safety's important. When I worked at Carteret County, I saw a lot of brutal injuries with those things, and that was before they had mandated the wings there. But there were a lot of vicious accidents out there and the drivers have made it clear they won't race with the wing. So this was really the compromise. Put the net on to give some protection. We've also got, you know, coming up down the road, we've got a lot of, mentioned the Carolina Pro Late Model Series, Angry Ginger Irish Pub 207, featuring the Pro Late Models Crate Modifieds. That's going to be a great show. Later this summer, we have a big night in September. On September 9th, the Solid Rock Carriers Cars Tour. They're getting ready to have a big race in North Wilkesboro. There's also going to be national qualifiers for the NX Legends in Bandoleros that night, along with the Bombers and Champ Carts. That's going to be a big night of racing, live on Flow Racing and all that. That's going to be a big one. And we want to let everyone know, I know one of the things following the Cars Tour, I know a lot of people have kind of had the same thing. These races are all starting at 10, 11 o'clock. You know, green flag's not till after 10:30. That's not going to happen. We're not going to sit here and run all night and not run the Cars Tour till 10:30 p.m. That race will we want the green flag in the air for that race before 8 p.m. and we'll schedule accordingly.
Yeah, we were trying to. One of my big things is at New River All-American Speedway. I want to get practice started on time, and we need to get the national anthem and the race started on time. Green flag is going to be at 8 o'clock this weekend, and we want to make sure that we can get the show started. We run it 7 o'clock. Excuse me, that's my bad. 7 o'clock. So we want to get this show started, and that way everybody can get in, get the show, have a good time, spend fun time with their family, and then get home and get ready for their Sunday plans in church and stuff like that. So we want to get you guys in and out of here, and you guys have a great time. make sure you check out the concession stands. We also have the Trackside Tavern up there and the suites behind the on the drinking section. So there's full adult beverages going on up there. Our concession stands are good. We're doing real good there. So we want to make sure everybody knows all about that stuff there. Solid Rock Carriers Cars Tour, like Andy said, coming September 9th. That's going to be a really big night. So we're real happy to have the Cars Tour here, and maybe Dale Jr. and a couple of them other fellas that taking over and running Cars Tour. They might show up here also. I know they got a big race coming up this Wilkesboro, and all the big guns are going to be running that. So we're excited to be out there. We're going to get out there and root them on and support that division and the touring series. So we love that part. I know we're kind of running out of time a little bit here, so we're going to get a little bit going on thanking some sponsors here, and I'll let Andy take care of that.
Yeah, and we do want to thank Atlantic Turfscapes, obviously, Smith's Towing and Recovery. That's they are the track recovery service. When a caution comes out, they're the ones that are cleaning up and getting the cars off the track. Swansboro Liquidation's the sponsor of our bomber division. We've also got National Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram of Jacksonville, 316 Motorsports, United Rentals of Jacksonville, the Angry Ginger Irish Pub. If you have not ever eaten there, I mean, you're missing out if you've never eaten there. Advanced Auto Parts, the title sponsor of the NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series. Furniture for Less, Adam Resnick's. They've just got a new location right up here off of Richlands Highway. 1065 WSFL, Carolina's Best Rock. Beach Boogie and Blues, also on your FM radio dial. Brooms and Buckets Cleaning Company, and we want to thank for all they've done, Racing Electronics, the official communications provider, Accent Imaging, and the Trophy Case, as well as Wheels and Crippen Ain't Easy Racing. Going to be a great night of racing here. Also want to give a shout out to Key Point Media as well. We want to thank all of those guys here.
Yep. So, all those supporters and sponsors that help us get through our race season. And, we couldn't do it without those supporters and those sponsors and partners. There's just no way that we can do it. So I want to thank those guys right there. All right. So kind of lost train of thought here. He was giving me some hand signals back there. But anyways, just want to say thank you to all those sponsors and partners that help us here at River All-American Speedway.
Also want to give a shout out to VP Racing Fuels.
Oh, okay.
We've got a nice surprise coming. New tanks and everything, right?
Yeah, we did, and that's what Key was trying to get through my head. But sometimes there's no rehearsal in this, and we're just winging it. We're doing the best we can, and we always have fun out here. So, but yeah, I want to thank Bobby Taylor and David Taylor out there in Fayetteville. They supplied us this week with a new gas tank. We got new pumps. We got new meters. We ain't gonna have no more problems with our fuel out here. So we got that problem resolved. So I just want to say a big shout out to VP Racing Fuels, and thank you, David and Bobby down there in Fayetteville. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's going to be all. Say thank you guys very much, and we'll love to see you guys here at the track on Saturday night for Green Flag Racing at 7 o'clock. Thank you so much. Check, 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 check.